Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? Yo, I think the stream still playing. Oh, my bad. That was my echo. My bad. Yo, what up though? How y'all feeling? Anyway though, what's good? Everyone in the chat. We got a special guest today. My guy, Coach Donte. I know y'all seen him around and stuff before. He's one of the best. I think he's the best Rockets and Texans content creator I know. That's just me personally. I respect guys like Max, but Donte, one of the first guys that started it. And he was one of the first Texans and Rockets content creators I ever watched. So how you doing, Donte? How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm doing good, man. It's a blast, man. It's a blast to be up here with you again. You know, I'm straight. I straight see your face every single day, man. But like I say, man, you my little brother, man. I love you like a brother. And, you know, like I say, I tell people all the time, man. Don't be afraid to hit me up if you need me on the show and stuff. You one of the few people that's not afraid and stuff like that. And I'm glad, you know, that we can do this, man. That we can do this again.
Yes, sir, man. So we got a little news that just happened. Hold up, I gotta share my screen for this. Rob Gronkowski just retired, man. How you feel about that, Donte? How you feel about that, man?
Well, Gronkowski put up some great years with the New England Patriots and two good years with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Man won championships for a decade. He was the best, probably, you know, the best tight end in the game. I'm talking about far as, you know, yards after catch, you know, just catching the football, high pointing the football. Four-time Super Bowl champion, All-Pro, five-time Pro Bowl selection, third most by a tight end. The guy's unstoppable, dude. A lot of people, the guy, you know, is an entertainer too, you know, but wish him the best. And I'll say, I think Tampa Bay's still going to be fine, even without Gronkowski. They still got a good tight end over there at Braden as well. They still got him, and they still got the good group of receivers. But Gronkowski, man, love the guy. The guy's a winner. When every time you need a big catch from him, he was always there. He was always there to step up, and his yards after catch. If he catches the ball, when he catches the ball, nobody's going to tackle him. It's going to be hard to tackle him in the open field, especially in the open field. And Gronkowski was just that dude, man. So I wish him the best, and, you know, like one of the best tight ends in our game that we had.
Yeah, man, he is. Me personally, I think you could say he's one. Like me personally, I think he's one.
Yep.
Like I respect the player that Tony Gonzalez is.
Yep.
And I love Tony Gonzalez. I think he's one of the greatest players that ever played the game of football. And he was one of the greatest like receiving threats as like a bigger guy that ever played. But Rob Gronkowski is something different, man. That's my greatest tight end ever. Me personally. So yeah, and you're right, man. They got guys like Cameron Braid. I know they lost OJ Howard. That was a big loss. Yeah. But I still think Cameron Braid, like whenever they utilize him like a couple times in the offense, he actually showed a lot of potential. So
he showed a lot of potential. I like that. I like the squad Tampa Bay got. Like the offense is still going to be lethal. As long as you got Tom Brady, you got Leonard Fournette back there, who's been nothing but good since he's been in the Buccaneer uniform. But not only this, the biggest thing for me that I liked about this off season for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you know, their secondary came back healthy in the middle of last year, and they would come back healthy this year. But after thinking they were going to lose Chris Godwin, they paid Chris Godwin, but they gained Russell Gage as a receiver. They gained him from Atlanta, a 700+ yard wide receiver. So that's one thing. They don't lose nothing on offense. They gained it. If there's anything, they gained the receiver, a reliable receiver that's going to be out there on the field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro. And to add on to your point, bro, they already got guys like Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. They just added Russell Gage. You got guys like Scotty Miller. You got guys like Tyler Johnson, who's underrated. And Jalen Darden. Another guy that I always respected, but like a guy that just couldn't like get his opportunity because he's such a heavy receiving core is Jalen Darden. If he was somewhere else, bro, like I don't know, maybe like like maybe Chicago, if they gave him a little love, I think he would be a little bit better. But yeah, man, let's get into the meat and potatoes of the stream, man. All right, Dante, this is a personal question. And I actually never asked you this.
Okay.
You become a fan of the Texans and Rockets. And
I've been a Rockets fan since 1994, 95. Since I was 4 or 5 years old, man. I used to watch the Rockets. I used to watch Akeem Olajuwon, how well he dominated, man. The guy was probably the most versatile center I've probably seen. This guy had moves like a guard. He had moves like, and then I say he played basketball late in his during his high school tenure and stuff. He really played soccer, but for this guy to be dominant like how he was, and plus I lived in Houston all my life, so you know that factor in as well. But watching Akeem Olajuwon dominate inside, you know, every game come up with a different move, not just one move, not just a dream shake, an up and under move. Watching him dominate in block shots, he's still number one. Nobody's even close to him. Number one in blocks all time. The guy just dominated, and he made his team better. He was the first center to ever win a championship without an all-star or a superstar on his team. And literally, that's back in that era when centers carried squads. When you can just literally win a championship with a center as your best player. Today, NBA not so much. You can't win a championship. I don't believe today you can win a championship with a center as your best player on the team. If your center is your leading scorer and the best player on the team, then you had Matt Maxwell as well, who was a great defender. Like I say, he didn't shut down Michael Jordan, but he made Michael Jordan work for every shot. But Michael Jordan still got his. And, you know, I've been a Rockets fan since 1994 and 95. I used to always watch them all the time, even the Charles Barkley and Scottie Pippen days, which those days will suck as well. And the Texan fan, I came a Texan fan in 2002. I mean, again, I lived in Houston, born and raised all my life in Houston. And when they came back in 2002, I used to be actually a Rams fan. I was a Rams fan. Greatest show on turf, Marshall Faulk, Kurt Warner, coming from the store, bagging up groceries and winning an MVP award. But then again, when the Texans came in, Houston's came back. You know, I had to go for my hometown team. And ever since 2002, you know, I've been right here with Houston throughout the good and the bad.
Yeah, man, that's awesome, man. I always wonder like how you became a Texans fan. And you know, the Texans have had a lot of like really good players in the past.
Yep.
People just don't give credit to Andre Johnson. That's my dog right there. Andre Johnson, like I remember he had a 99 overall in Madden, and that was one of the rarest cards you could pull. And I pulled one time. And
Yep.
that feeling was amazing.
I think he's the greatest receiver we ever had in Houston Texans history. I love the Andre Johnson, man. That's my favorite wide receiver, man. To be that, you understand when you look at him up close to see how big he is, but when you see a big person like that, you wouldn't think they so fast, but the dude is fast. He had barn burners on him when you really look at it. And you talking about someone that can high point the football and have speed and, you know, have the yak yards. He runs after the catch. The dude was a specimen, dude. The dude was just a specimen on that point.
Yeah, bro. He was one of the like most physical receivers ever. And then I remember that one incident he had with Finnegan, bro.
Yeah. Finnegan pissed him off, and he was just cooking Finnegan the whole game, man. And Finnegan didn't take lightly of that.
Bro, Cortland Finnegan was a trash talker. I ain't gonna lie. That man ran his mouth the entire game, bro. Ran his mouth, bro. That man did not shut up. And like
all Andre Johnson did was catch the ball on him, and he kept running his mouth. And every time he ran his mouth, he catching on him, and then he get the frustration just boiled on him.
That's like the DeAndre Hopkins with D'Angelo Hall. Like, he told him, "Yo, stop talking that ish, man. Watch what DeAndre Hopkins took advantage."
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. No, that was a good time in that moment. Like I never seen that side of Andre Johnson And Cortland Finnegan must have really said something, really did something, tried to do something on purpose to get him intentionally kicked out, which is he did. But again, man, Cortland Finnegan, he was one of the most harassing cornerbacks in the NFL at that point in time. Right there, and people did not like him. People couldn't stand him. And Andre Johnson just gave him the business, and Andre, he just clicked that boiling point on him.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir, Alexander. Rob Gronkowski has retired. And then I got a question right here. We ain't even get to basketball yet, but where do you guys think John Collins will go or get traded to? I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's hard to tell at this point. Because you do got NBA free agency about to get ready to start soon. Too.
I know we ain't doing anything besides trading Russ or some shit like
that. Yeah, start in June. Free agency start in June. So yeah.
That's the only thing we better do, bro. Focus on getting rid of that damn player option, bro. I don't want that's all we need to do, man. I don't want that man on my team, bro. Big Chris says, Jeremy Roshan, homegirl, welcome to OKC. Hey, man, we'll see.
We'll see what's gonna happen. We'll see what's gonna happen Thursday night.
Hey, what's good, Coach Spotlight? What's good, man? What's good, bro? What's good, bro? Rob Gronkowski retired, or he said he going back to WWE, man.
He said Lakers are done.
Shoot, I don't know, man. We still got LeBron, but we'll see, bro. We'll see. And then Vibe says, I think Kings and Blazers or Collins. Oh, you said I think Blazers or Kings will get Collins for the 4th pick. So they could be stacked for Ivy and Barnes or Collins. Sabonis, Mitchell off the bench. Yeah, that's a good lineup. I ain't gonna lie.
Yep.
I think the Kings are trading down so much. Teams want Ivy at 4 next pick. Yeah, the Knicks are gonna want to trade up, man. I definitely think that the Knicks.
I think the Knicks, knowing that Mitchell Robinson is a free agent this year and they gotta pay him, I think they're gonna end up looking for a center in the draft, or they can easily trade up out of that pick. And the perfect center, I think, will be good for them. Someone that can grab boards and stuff like that and dominate on the off defensive side and grab boards. I would really like Jalen Duren for them to get stacked up on Jalen Duren. They're gonna lose Julius Randle. I don't think Julius Randle will return, but just in case they don't bring back Mitchell Robinson or someone that can go on the bench if they do bring him back, I think Jalen Duren for the Knicks will be the perfect pick for him.
Yeah, I like Jalen Duren, man. He got good height to him. And speaking of that, before we get to like the NBA draft and stuff, okay. I'm gonna show you my like mock draft, like just the first round in general, like my mock draft for the first round later.
Okay.
But yeah, bro. What Coach Spotlight say? He said, or Vibe said, no, he said Alexander. That's what I was looking at. LeBron James to the Warriors. Shit, if that happens, I'm done with the NBA, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Nobody will watch the NBA if that happens. Nobody will really watch the NBA like that.
I'm dumb, man.
I don't think LeBron James do that. I think he know better. I think he kind of know better than not to do that. Come on, man. You're not gonna tarnish your legacy like that. Come on, man.
Curry already said he don't want to play with him. Curry already want to play on the team. Like he don't want to play with him. Like Curry's not one of those players besides KD. Like he really doesn't want to play with like a big all-star. Like other than probably Giannis or something like that. But he's not gonna play with LeBron, bro.
Yep.
If only it's like an all-star game. But hey, we'll get to the meat and potatoes, man. How do you feel about the Texans free agency? I'll ask you that first, and then I'm gonna ask you the draft. How do you feel about the Texans free agency, though?
Like I said, I didn't think we did too big in free agency, for us to draft. I liked it when we did, like I said, multiple times during the draft. I got us as a top 5 winner in the draft. Top 5 winners, like right there, that number 5 spot. I think the Giants and the Jets and Ravens probably had better drafts than we did. But again, getting John Mechie is definitely a good steal. Good steal for us. He would have been he's a first round talent. He's definitely a first round talent at all costs. And like I say, man, getting also Thomas Booker as well from
I forgot y'all got him, man.
Getting Thomas Booker as well. Like I said, I really love what we did, man. Jalen Petrie, a lot of good things about him in camp right now. Right now. He's going to be used in the box. He's going to be used to guard tight ends. He's definitely going to be used his skill set, what he did in Baylor, 4.4 speed. Christian Harris, one of the most underrated linebackers in the NFL at this point. One of the most underrated linebackers in the draft that was in college. Damian Pierce is going to be a thumper. Is going to be nasty coming up. He's going to compete right away. I just like what we did with this offseason. And getting Rasheem Green as well, the D tackle out of out of Seattle. We got Mario Addison that used to play for Carolina as well. And getting Jerry Hughes, that veteran in that locker room. I really like what we did. And I really actually like what we really did in this offseason, getting some of that veteran presence as well to help Davis Mills out. So I really like what we did. I really like what Nick Caserio and Lovie Smith did to build this defense up and to make this offense better.
Yo, Coach, I love me some Christian Harris, man. Bro, I was one of the biggest advocates for Christian Harris, and I said the only reason I didn't want the Eagles to take him over Nakobe Dean was because at the time I was more of a fan of Dean, but once we're getting to that pick, bro, he was already gone. So, and you guys took him at 78 or right, something like that. And bro, Christian Harris is one of the best coverage linebackers in this class. That's no question, bro. This dude's an absolute stud, man. And Jalen Petrie, Jalen Petrie is gonna cause hell in that defense, bro. He's a dog. Damian Pierce is lightning in a bolt, bro, because he runs so fast, but he runs so patient. He runs so prudent. He runs just so coordinated. That's what I like about Damian Pierce. Go look at his Florida tape, man. That dude is a stud, bro. He runs so gritty. Dude is a stud. He's an animal when he runs, man.
Yeah, I like I said again, I think Lovie Smith is going to use Jalen Petrie in the spots that he's going to be effective, man. You got a guy that's so versatile that's going to play in the box and that can cover tight ends and that can cover period out of the backfield, running backs up out of the backfield. But you got Derek Stingley Jr. over there as well, who has a chance to be one of the top corners in the league someday. He's gonna struggle coming out of the season. I'm like I said, I'm saying he's gonna struggle, but I think at the late stages he's gonna definitely find it. He's gonna definitely find his stripes later during the season because he do got to go against some top-notch receiving core as well. So again, I like everything that Lovie Smith them did for this team, and these all were Lovie Smith picks too. These defensive guys were Lovie Smith picks. You can tell how him and Nick Caserio bonded in the war room as well. And I really like what we're going on, man. I really like this young core, and I think this defense is gonna be exciting this coming season.
Yeah, bro. You know how I feel about Stingley, bro. Stingley is an absolute dog, no question, dog. Stingley is the best corner in the class for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I'm just sorry, bro. I love Sauce. I love the player that he is. But I'm sorry, he's not better than Stingley. I feel like, and I'm not gonna say you could argue. Well, you could argue McDuffie's better than Sauce. I mean, that's definitely an argument. East Coast Gridiron thinks that, but I'm gonna still take Sauce over McDuffie. But I don't know, man. I think Sauce, right now, he's just not better than Stingley. That's just and bro, big BLSG. I think you could say a lot of people were the steals of the draft, not one specific player, man. You could say Creon Winfrey from he went to the Browns. You can say
I like the Travis Jones as well.
I was just about to say that, man.
Travis Jones,
I was just about to say that too. Travis Jones to the Ravens. Steals, man. And Bob says by year 3 or 4, Stingley gonna be top 5 for sure, man. Oh, Stingley's not better. Man, get out of here, man. I'm not going.
He said, get out of here.
Stingley is better than Sauce, but I'm telling you, man. Watch. You're gonna see, man. But who do you think was the steal of the draft for the Texans? Overall, just steal.
You talking about the player?
Yeah, I like a player still in the draft.
Okay, the player I'm gonna actually go with as a steal in the draft. I'm going to actually, like I said again, I could go with Jalen Petrie, but I'm gonna go with John Mechie. John Mechie was the best slot receiver in the draft this year. He was the best slot receiver in college, all around college football last year. If you guys didn't see what he did throughout that whole season before he tore his ACL up in the SEC championship game, Y'all please go watch that, man. This guy was dominant for his catching out of, for his yards after catch was pretty solid. This guy can really get open, catching traffic, catching space. Sometimes he kind of lackadaisical a little bit in concentrational drops. That's basically trying to run before he catch the ball. But I thought that was a steal right there. But Terry, that's a first round talent drafted in the third round, but only because of injury. I think that's a steal. He's going to definitely be ready by training camp. Lovie Smith already came out and said it. I just can't wait. Just give Davis Mills another weapon that he can have going on with a 1,000-yard receiver and Brandon Cooks, who committed to us for another 2 years, and Brevin Jordan. Keep an eye on Brevin Jordan, the tight end. Him and Davis Mills had a little chemistry at the end of the season last year. Brevin Jordan, the tight end out of Miami as well, and Nico Collins. I'm looking for him to take a big step up a little bit this season.
Yeah, bro. Nico Collins, I was just reading about him literally the other day. He's a receiver, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of him. I was just reading about him the other day. Yeah, he's your slot, right? He's not gonna be like
he's like our number. He's like our number one. He's like our number two. Like our number two, basically.
I get that. Yeah, I seen that. RIP Caleb Swanigan, man. RIP to Caleb Swanigan. I just seen that. It was crazy. No, I'm not saying Sauce is like bad or anything. I'm just saying I think McDuffie, you could argue he's a better like man-to-man corner than Sauce. And NYG Jeffy says, "What's good, man? How you doing?"
What's good, Jeff? What's good, Jeff?
How you doing, man? Yeah, Chiefs draft was good. I was a big fan of the draft, and I actually predicted Karlaftis to them. That was really good. All right, next question though, Donte. And this is not a Texans question, but who do you think had the overall draft in the class this year?
I think the Jets. I think the Jets, Giants. I think the Jets, Giants, Baltimore. But the best overall draft, I'm gonna go with the New York Football Giants. I think they had a really really good draft, man. Getting Tibbs at that spot, and getting Evan Neal. I really think that's gonna help out their offensive line. But Thibodeau, I think this guy is going to be a specimen. If you see how well this guy played, getting double teamed all college year with no other pass rusher on the other side of him, and how he terrorized the quarterback situation, and how people still was tried to block him with two guys, and he's still getting home to the quarterback. That dude is going to be a good specimen, man. I really like the Giants draft this year. I really thought they did good. Daniel Bellinger is a pretty solid tight end too. That's going to be a steal for them as well. That guy is probably one of the best passing catching tight ends in this draft that you will see. And Darian Devers as well from Cincinnati, who played good against Alabama, played great against Alabama, I thought, and I thought he had some great tape as well. So I really liked the Giants draft, man. I really liked the Giants draft.
Cincinnati had a couple of defensive players this year.
Yep, Daxton Hill at cornerback. Yep.
Yeah, Cincinnati had Sauce. You got Kobe Bryant. You got guys like Myjai Sanders. You got guys like D tackle that went to Indianapolis. I forgot his name. And then you got guys like Darian Beavers.
Yeah, Darian. Yep.
I agree with you, man. Daniel Bellinger is your tight end one. I think he's your best blocking tight end right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I know you guys have Ricky Seals-Jones. I said Ricky Seals-Jones, but I'm not a fan of him. He's okay at best, but I don't know, man. I feel like you got to give the young guys opportunities, and I've seen that he's been going one more than two. He's been taking first team reps. And Giants first were perfect, but other than that, they didn't really do too much. Or you didn't really like what they did.
Yeah, he didn't really like the draft. I thought the draft was solid. I
liked the draft though. I think the Bellinger pick was good. I like the Cordell Flott pick. I also like their they had another Wan'Dale Robinson. I like that.
Yeah, Wan'Dale Robinson. Yeah, that dude is good, man. That dude is good. I forgot about him. That dude is good. That dude is really, really good from Kentucky. I mean, he killed Iowa in that bowl game, man. That guy was really, really good, man. And Cordell Flock. The only problem I have with him, he may be a little bit small. He is small as hell. So again, you got to get a little weight up on him. You got to get a little weight up on Cordell Flock. But like I said, man, I love the Giants draft. I love what they did.
Yeah, man. Joshua Zulu was another good pick for them.
Yep.
What vibes or big for say? I don't get why people hype up fifth and seventh round picks. There's a 5 to 100% chance they're good. I mean, sometimes when you like really do a lot of research on players, like you're probably gonna hype them up, because you know more about that player than most people do, and you have like a certain preference on the player. So I mean, that's sometimes why people hype them up. And me and Coach and a couple other guys actually watched the Senior Bowl, and we see the the
Mhm.
guys that aren't like getting like projected to be in the first round, guys like
Yep.
that, like shine in those fifth rounds and stuff like that. But yeah,
Yep.
man, who do you think? And this is a free agency question. Who do you think had the best free agency?
The best free agency. Like I say again, the Raiders got the best player in free agency, got the best receiver in free agency. I think the Chargers. I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I think they did very good. I'm gonna go with the Chargers. They had the best free agency. Getting Austin Johnson from the Giants, the D tackle from the Giants, getting Khalil Mack if he's healthy, Khalil Mack, and that offense. But main thing, they bolstered up that defense, getting J.C. Jackson, who was second in the league in interceptions last year at the cornerback position. I thought the Chargers had the best free agency this year. You can argue the Raiders as well, getting Devontae Adams, getting Harmon out of the from the Patriots. You can argue that. You can argue that as well. But I'm gonna go with the. I'm gonna definitely go with the Chargers. And this is the year the Chargers have to make it, man. The Chargers. I'm tired of hearing all the excuses about the Chargers. The Chargers that. They gotta stop folding when it matters the most. They gotta start winning some of these games that they supposed to win. Now, this team is talented as hell, but they always seem to lose games that they supposed to win. But they beat teams you wouldn't really expect. They beat teams like the Kansas City Chiefs, but then they can fall to a team like my Houston Texans. They can fall to a team like down there, the Tennessee Titans. I don't think they're going to be really good this year. They got to win some. They got to win some of these big time. They got to win some of these teams. Beat some of these teams that they supposed to beat, and that's been the problem over the years with the Chargers. They get off to these good starts. They lose the teams that they supposed to beat, and that's part of me. Not having them probably number. That's part of me having them number 2 in the division because that always happen each and every year when you expect the Chargers to do something good. As good as their offense is, that defense was never really that good. Was never really that good. But I believe this year their defense should be better. Their defense should be better. They should be able to compete. And Justin Herbert should be able to make his first playoff appearance. So again, I'm going with the Chargers. I thought they had a great offseason, man.
I got a whole bet on this too. Not even the Chargers in that division. I said the Chiefs will be last. My guy, one of my friends, made a $20 bet on this, bro. So the Chiefs. I hope they finish last. Like I ain't gonna lie, bro. This year, I want them to finish last. I predicted them to finish last. I think it's gonna be them or the Broncos. To finish last. I think the Raiders and Chiefs, the Raiders and Chargers are the two best teams in this division, to be honest. And me personally, I got the Chargers 1. And I understand what you mean by that. And Nas feels the same way about this, man. He feels the same exact way you do, Coach. Like they gotta start winning games, and they gotta start winning games fast. Like they gotta get to the playoffs, man. Hey, what's good, Jaden? How you doing, bro? Bro? But yeah, bro. Nas feels the same way about this, man. He thinks the Chargers needs to get to the playoffs and it has to help out Herbert's legacy, man. It has to help him out, man. So yeah, but I'm gonna pick the Chargers too. But I think a team that was like underrated in terms of free agency. I'm trying to think. Damn.
You can go ahead.
Probably the Vikings with vibe set in the chat. I like what the Vikings did. To be honest, bro, I like it, man. They got Ryan Asamoah, one of my favorite players in the class. You got guys like in the draft they got Lewis Seen. You got guys like Anthony. I'll say Anthony. But you got Andrew Booth Jr. You got yeah, man. I like what they did.
Yeah. I liked it what the Dolphins did in free agency too. They had a pretty underrated free agency as well. Getting Tyreek Hill. They did get, I believe they got Edmonds as well. Yep. Raheem Mostert. And they boasted up that offensive line too. So I really like what the Dolphins did in free agency as well.
Yeah, they also got Teron Armstead
yep, from the Saints, yep.
And Connor Williams, man.
Yep. They boosted up their offensive line, something that was probably desperately needed for Tua to stay upright.
He said Ravens when fully healthy are low-key dangerous. Facts. Absolutely, bro. You got a lot of talent on that team. You got Lamar. Lamar is one of the best players in the NFL, bro. Lamar is one of the best quarterbacks in the league, bro. And this dude is just gonna keep getting better, bro. I'm telling you, man. Ravens over. I respect that. I think the Chargers are just a little bit better than the Ravens.
Yeah, I think the Chargers are a little bit better.
But I respect why you say that. Ravens had a good draft. And free agency too. Yeah, man, they did. Only thing bad about the Ravens right now is they don't have a receiver besides Rashad Bateman. Like and of course you got Mark Andrews, but they really don't got a receiver. Like their wide receiver right now is Bateman.
I mean, the only thing that's standing in my way about the Ravens, about the Ravens at this point, like I know they're a run heavy team, but what if they can't run the football? It's going to be some games they're not going to always be able to run the football. And Lamar Jackson, you have to really rely on Lamar Jackson to make a throw. And knowing you really don't got no receivers that you can look at and that you can can really dominate besides Mark Andrews. I think I won't be surprised if Mark Andrews see a lot of double teams this year. And they can force Lamar Jackson to go somewhere else with the football. I know every game you're not going to be able to run the football effectively like you want to. So this will come into play with Lamar Jackson, them trading Hollywood Brown, who's going to be the guy at that receiver position to step up and help Mark Andrews out. I got to see that part right there. That's the only part I struggle with. But I know their defense is going to keep them in every ball game they play in. That defense is going to put them in every ball game they play. Keep them in every ball game they play in.
Yeah, man, I got a hot take. Kyle Pitts, I think, finishes the league leading receiving tight end this year, like, to be honest, man. And I'm standing on that too. And I hear what you say about the Ravens, man. Like, bro, Devin Duvernay and Prochet are their 2 and 3. Like Prochet, I like Prochet. He's a good guy. And he's a solid player. And this is a good question right here. Is Lamar Jackson a top 5 quarterback? Before I get to that, this is a really good one. The Saints are gonna be really fucking good this year. I ain't gonna lie, man. They are gonna be really good, man.
I got them as a wild card team. I got the Saints as a wild card team.
They're gonna sneak, man. But yeah, bro, amazing hot take. Yeah, I think Kyle Pitts will finish the league and leading receiving for tight end, bro. I think for sure, man. And not for sure, because you still got guys like Kelsey, you got Andrews. I can see Andrews. I think Andrews is 2, just by a slight bit, but I think Kyle Pitts is 1 this year, man. I think Kyle Pitts is gonna take a big leap. I think it's Mark Andrews because he's the most tight ends or most touchdowns as a tight end. Yeah, I get that, but
I can understand that, but I really think with no receiving threat, I know you got Rashad Bateman. I know they got Rashad Bateman. I know they're very high on him. But I got a feeling Mark Andrews is gonna see a lot more double teams this year. I just got a great feeling he's gonna see a lot more double teams this year. And one of those receivers like Rashad Bateman or Duvernay. Somebody got to step up and play. Somebody got to be able to step up and make some plays for Lamar Jackson to free open. Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews. I got a feeling he's gonna get double teamed a lot this year.
Yeah. He says the season hasn't started yet, so they are gonna get a dude. What if they get OBJ or Julio Jones? Then what? I mean, I would like OBJ, but he's hurt. I don't know about that. And Julio is a really good player. He's a really good talent. One of the greatest like talents ever at the receiver position. But it's the problem though. He got the injury bug. He got a whole injury bug, man. I'm sorry, man. And you're a team like the Ravens, right? You're not trying to have too much injuries, man. And I don't want to say like that they won't get him. I just personally feel like what they should do is this. What they should do, they should sign Cole Beasley. Yeah, I like this. They should trade for Terry McLaurin. And yeah, I've seen Terry McLaurin to the Colts. I think that's where he's gonna land. To be honest, Terry McLaurin's gonna either land in Baltimore or Indy. But yeah, bro, I think with the Ravens, what they should do is sign Cole Beasley right now and then trade for Robbie Anderson. That's what I think they should do. But let me get to this question right here. Where is it? There it is. Jaden asks, is Lamar Jackson, Action Jackson, is he a top 5 quarterback?
I'm gonna go top 7, top 7, top 8. That's what I'm gonna go. I don't think he's a top 5 quarterback. I think he's. I think he can be top 5, top 7, top 8. Lamar Jackson, I had him, I believe, outside of the top 10 because of the injury last year. Only because of the injury last year, I had him outside of the top 10. Only because of the injury last year. So Lamar Jackson, when healthy, he's a top 7, top 6 quarterback. You can argue that. All these people saying that Lamar Jackson can't throw. Get the fuck up out of here. The man had a 64.1 completion percentage, and you saying he can't throw a football? Come on, y'all. Come on. Get the hell up out of here. And he was an MVP, and he threw 36 touchdown passes as his MVP type of year. Get the hell up out of here for guys that's saying he can't throw. Come on now.
Yeah, he says Pitts is gonna suffer from double teams and bad quarterback play. I don't know about that. I don't think Marcus Mariota is really that bad, bro. Me personally, I think he'll have his games where he'll be bad, but I don't think he's gonna be completely bad. Like, I've always been a fan of Marcus Mariota. I always wanted him to get a shot somewhere else, and I don't know, bro. Atlanta, sometimes they could be tricky. I like the pieces they got on offense: Drake London, Brian Edwards, Cordell Patterson. I don't think he's gonna get like truly double teamed. Like, I know he's the best like receiving threat for them right now, but London is gonna open up that offense too, man. I'm telling you. London's gonna open up that offense for him. I think London's one of the best receivers in the class, bro, for sure, for sure. I edge Lamar over Herbert. Yeah, I think Herbert's better than Lamar. I agree with this 5. I think for me right now, 1 is Mahomes, 2 is A-Rod, 3 is Josh Allen, 4 is Brady, 5 is Herbert. I'm gonna say Herbert at 5. I think Herbert is 5 right now for me. And then I would say probably, I don't know. I would probably say Lamar and then Burrow. I think Lamar is a little bit better.
See, for me, how I had it, I'm going. I had Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, and Lamar.
Mm-hmm. Now, right now, Herbert is better than Wilson. I think you could say that. Like, Wilson's a really good player, really good talent. I respect Wilson, but right now, Herbert is better.
Justin Herbert threw for 5,000 yards last year. He threw for 5,000 yards last year. That's hard to do in the NFL. Throw for 5,000 yards, especially. He threw for 5,000 yards last year. Mm-hmm. And plus, like I say, Lamar Jackson got hurt, so I put him in the top, at least about the top 12, I believe, because he got hurt last year. I dumped him back a little bit. But like I say, Lamar Jackson is he's a great player. And I'll say, again, I got him top 7. I got him top 7, top 6, arguably.
Nah, I'm not being biased. And, bro, we're not even Chargers fans. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, if you want my honest opinion right now, I think Justin Herbert is better.
Matter of fact, if one person was playing, I had him over Lamar Jackson. That's Deshaun Watson. He's better than Lamar Jackson when he's playing, but he's not playing right now, so I can't put him there.
It's coming soon, Big Frizz. I'm working on my list, bro. Like for real, man. I'm trying to do a top 40. I'm not even trying to just do a top 32, man. I'm trying to do a whole top 40, man. I'm doing a whole top 40. But yeah, Big Frizz, it's coming soon, bro. Herbert is top 5. Facts 5. I agree with that. Right now, he says Rodgers, Mahomes, Allen, Brady, Herbert, Lamar, bro. See, we agree. It's just that I think on my list, it's switched around for Mahomes and Rodgers. So you could pick either way, to be honest. And then we agree on Allen. We agree on Brady. We agree on Herbert and Lamar, bro. Yeah, we agree on that. And then right after Burrow, I will probably say, I don't know, Matthew Stafford, then probably Russell Wilson. Maybe. I think it's probably Matthew Stafford and Russell Wilson right now in the same boat. But what do I say? You think Matthew Stafford better than Russell Wilson? Because I think he probably is.
At this point of his career, he may be, but I would still give the edge to actually Russell Wilson. Actually,
I can see that. I respect that. I don't hate the people that say that. I think Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, like Matthew Stafford. Like I say, I don't hate when people say Matthew Stafford at least a top 4 or top 6, 7 quarterback. I don't hate that. Even if you got to over Russell Wilson at this point, I don't hate that, man. I don't hate that.
Give me Dak Prescott right now over Kyler Murray. Give me that.
I'm gonna go with Dak.
Yeah,
I'd rather go with Dak. I'd rather have Dak than Kyler at this point.
Oh, Herbert put on 30 pounds. Jesus, man.
Damn.
God damn, you're gonna be trucking motherfuckers over, man. Oh my God. Dude gonna be running over dudes, man. You see what he did against Pittsburgh last year? Okay, man. I ain't gonna lie. Jaden says my top 5 right now is Brady, Allen, Rodgers, Mahomes, Wilson. I respect that. Yeah, I think Dak Prescott is better than Kyler Murray. But
yeah, I think that I got Dak over Kyler Murray, to be honest.
And I agree with
I agree with Vibes too. The potential of Kyler Murray is the reason. Like the upside, you will put him over Dak, but I'm not putting him over Dak right now.
Yeah,
I can't do it. Never gets up out of the first round. Kyler Murray can't even win a game without DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh yeah, he can't
even win a game without DeAndre Hopkins.
He got smacked by the Lions, bro. Like, are you gonna really point that out, bro?
Yeah, he got benched by the Lions. They got smacked, and plus he can rarely win a game without his best receiver. He can rarely win a game without that. If he's gonna be that good, if he's gonna be an elite quarterback in this league, you gotta be that guy. You gotta learn how to elevate people's game. And right now, Kyler Murray doesn't know how to elevate guys' game at this point. Yeah. At least I seen Dak do it. I seen Dak elevate people's game, though. Even it's all true that Dak cannot win first round of playoffs. He cannot do it. But we're not gonna disregard the seasons he has had, and he has put the Cowboys in situations that they can make where they can be in the same scenario in the playoffs every year. He has not been stinking it up. Like he's had great seasons.
I see that Jaden put like the playoff things in the chat. Yo, you realize Kyler Murray can't get out the first round. He got smacked by the Rams. And I love the player that Kyler Murray is. He's a really good talent. But the point that I'm trying to make here is you can't say Dak never gets out the first round when he did it before. In 28,
he got a playoff win. He beat Seattle. Mm-hmm. He has a playoff win, and he's been to the playoffs more than Kyler Murray. And the one time Kyler Murray had a chance, he stunk it up. I don't care if it's against the Rams. I don't care if it's against the damn Rams. If you say he's going to be that elite quarterback, he got to find a way to elevate guys. He got to find a way to elevate his teammates to another level.
You got to show.
You got to hold him to a certain standard. If he's going to be that elite quarterback.
Yo, that's where that franchise money comes from.
Yes, that's how you get franchise money.
Yes, sir. That's how guys like Watson gets it. How guys like Mahomes gets it. A lot of people. Dak 1-3 playoff record. Murray 0-1. I mean, the thing with that is though, Dak Prescott, I think with him, I think he could definitely win a Super Bowl if you have the right team around him. But with Dak, you have to have a good constructed team around him. I love Kyler Murray's potential, but right now, right now, if I'm just basing it off of like right now, I think Kyler Murray is growing into a franchise quarterback, but he's still not like a franchise quarterback yet. Like he's a good quarterback, a very talented dude, but he hasn't shown me that like franchise quarterback play yet. Other than like I'm saying the games without DeAndre Hopkins, like he lost to the Lions. Like dog, like I'm
He got
sorry.
embarrassed by the Lions and he got benched by the Lions. He got benched by the Lions in the Lions game. So again, and he got smacked by the Carolina Panthers as well. He got smacked by Carolina, I believe, in Carolina. Now in Arizona, I believe. The debut of Cam Newton back. I'm back. They got smacked. They got smacked right there. I don't know if he was playing that game or Colt McCoy, but he did. One of them got smacked in that game, and it took him a doubt to beat Dallas to win one. That's the only game he won without DeAndre Hopkins. He cannot win without DeAndre Hopkins at this point. I mean, but like I said again, he's got huge upside. I see why people will take him over that, which is I'm not mad at. Which is I'm not mad at because of the upside, the potential. But again, like I say, man, I got to go with Dak, man. I got to go with Dak Prescott. I don't care about the 1-3 record. Kyler Murray is 0-1. He is 0-1 right
What's
at
good?
this point.
How you doing,
Dak
bro?
has won a playoff game and advanced to the second round before.
Yeah, bro. I think with both of them, man. Like the thing that I respect about Dak is he's a better leader than Kyler Murray. That's what I respect about Dak. He's a way better leader than Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray, I think he's losing trust with his teammates. A lot of people feel that way. And Kyler Murray didn't perform against Carolina too. I'm telling you, man. Sometimes Kyler Murray has his moments to where like he's not as like coordinated or good as he is in the season. So he has to step it up. I ain't gonna lie. Kyler Murray has to step it up. Anyway, though, next question. Because we have been on this subject for a while. But before I get to that, hold up. Not saying Kyler is better at all, but Kyler's running ability is closer to Lamar's than Lamar's throwing ability is to Kyler's. He just needs to develop mentally, and he'll be so good. I agree with that, man. But let me ask you this: who do you think had an underwhelming free agency and regressed the most?
Underwhelming free agency and regress the most. It's kind of tough, but again, due to all the circumstances, I think the Cleveland Browns is underwhelmed and regressed. Not saying, even though they did get Mari Cooper and the defense was 21st in the National Football League last year, but how the quarterback situation is looking. Now we know Brissett. We know they got Nick Chubb. We know they got Jacoby Brissett, who's been really actually good throughout his career. He just ain't really had that full opportunity to show what he could be. But I say, man, in this league, not having a great quarterback in this league or quarterback in this league could really hurt. In the way this team is paying that money for Deshaun Watson. Now you heard the news today, and him being suspended is really going to hurt this Cleveland Browns core right here. And like I say, man, I think it's just going to be really being underwhelming season for the Cleveland Browns, knowing that Deshaun Watson not going to be that, knowing that they gave up their whole future, not knowing Deshaun Watson is in more stuff at this point. So I think, man, I got the Browns, man, regressing and having an underwhelming season this year and free agency as well.
Yeah, man. I think me personally, I feel like the Patriots are gonna be dead last in that division. And the Patriots, I'm sorry, bro. I'm not a fan of what New England did this offseason. First of all, New England, they lost their best player on their entire team in JC Jackson. No question. Undoubtedly a top 5 corner, right? And then you lost Shaq Mason. And Shaq Mason has been one of the anchors of their offensive line for the last 10 years. And his tenure there, he was a dominant player. The dude is a stud. And Another thing that they added or they lost was Josh McDaniels. And Josh McDaniels was a big play into why Mac Jones did as well as he did. Because look at the first game with Buffalo. They ran the ball a whole lot, right? And you look at the games that he played in the regular season against Buffalo. What the hell did he do in the playoffs? You tell me. What the hell? Bro, can we pull this man's numbers up, bro? This man was
Yep.
chaos, bro. How does he supposed to get on and say he was
Matt Jones. They made Matt Jones look like he don't supposed to be in the playoffs, man. I mean,
not
you
good?
knew. I don't think they could have beat the Bills with that same playing style in the playoffs. They beat them this year just off running the football, and the Bills adjusted in that playoff game. So never thought that you were going to go in there and run the football against the Buffalo Bills. At some point, you got to throw that football, and they made Matt Jones throw the football, and he just looked like crap against the Buffalo Bills. That game was over when Buffalo scored that first touchdown. That game was over with. There was no doubt who's winning that game.
47-17, bro. It was a fucking annihilation, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, Buffalo killed them, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo,
Yo,
they assaulted them. They assaulted them.
Josh, Josh Allen was running laps against their defense. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Patriots fans say Josh McDaniels is conservative, but he was the reason their offense even clicked last year. And I'm telling you, man, if Mac Jones' numbers go down, it's because Matt Patricia is his offensive coordinator. Like, Matt Patricia is really your offensive coordinator, and you think you're going to be good with that. Like, I like Devontae Parker. Devontae Parker is a very underrated receiver. Dude is an absolute stud. But I'm sorry, bro. They lost a lot more than they gained. Like, I'm sorry. I just cannot say the Pats are going to be good this year. Pats may be last, but I can't count them out. You can't count them out either. Yeah, I agree. I'm not gonna count them like out fully. I think the Jets could be last too, because of the potential. But I think the Jets are gonna be third and the Patriots are gonna be last. Like, I didn't like what the Patriots did. Better watch himself. Yeah, facts, man. Wait till Patricia. Wait till you see Patricia and Judge. Facts. That's what I mean. If Joe Judge is calling offensive plays for you, God, you're gonna be ass, bro. This man, Joe Judge, is calling plays for you, or Patricia? Hell no, man. Hell no. You bugging. Anyway though, who do you believe was the most underrated pickup of the NFL free agency?
The most underrated pickup in free agency. Like I say again, I'm gonna go with the Ravens getting Marcus Williams.
That's
I'm
a good
gonna go
one.
with the Ravens getting Marcus Williams, Williams, and I'm gonna go with the Saints getting Marcus May at the safety position and Tyrann Mathieu. I think that's gonna help out that Saints secondary even better, man. They already got some very good cornerbacks, but now adding a Super Bowl capable champion in Tyrann Mathieu, and also getting Jarvis Landry to help Michael Thomas when he comes back, knowing he's coming back to the team. I think those two teams really helped themselves out, and I like Marcus Williams, man. I like Marcus Williams. I think he's going to help that secondary out a lot. So again, those are my most underrated pickups, man. Marcus Williams for the Ravens, and Marcus May and Honey Badger and Jarvis Landry for the Saints.
Nonsense, yes, sir. Flock Nation. For me personally, I got a really underrated one, bro. I like this Darius Williams one. I got a really underrated one, man. Casey Hayward to the Falcons. No one talked about that, man. Casey Hayward was statistically graded as one of the best corners last year. And I'll tell you a game to remember. It was the playoffs, Bengals Chiefs. Bengals Chiefs. I said Bengals Chiefs. My bad. Bengals Raiders. And you look at this game, right? Bengals Raiders, right? And Jamar Chase was an absolute phenom in this game. But guess what? They schemed them away from Casey Hayward. So that shows you how good Casey Hayward is. And Casey Hayward gets absolutely no love, bro. Casey Hayward is an absolute dog. This dude is a machine, bro. And I'm just so mad that he never gets love. And he's going to Atlanta. You already got AJ Terrell, probably a top 10 corner in this league. And Nan says our secondary PFF is the best. Yeah, I think you probably do have the best secondary in the NFL. I'm trying to think of other secondaries. The Texans got a good secondary. I could tell you that much. Uh, trying to think. Probably the Dolphins. Eric Rowe, Xavier Howard.
Holland is pretty good too. Holland is pretty good too.
Yeah, you got pieces there, man. Byron Jones is dog shit.
Byron Jones is a dog. Yeah, he's solid.
He's ass. I don't know. He ain't even a dog, bro. That motherfucker got ass, bro. Ass. How he's trash, bro. I never liked Byron Jones, bro. And the crazy part,
I liked Byron Jones for the Dolphins. He was pretty solid.
I liked him for Dallas, but I'm not a fan of him with the Dolphins. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know, man. He not good with the Dolphins, bro. He says Chargers 2 behind us. Yeah, I Chargers is 2 probably. Marcus Peters, Kyle Fuller, Marlon Humphrey, a top 10 corner. Marcus Williams, Kyle Hamilton, Chuck Clark. They got pieces, man. Chargers secondary is line that too. Yeah, man. Their line is pretty good too. Jerry Tillery. What's good, Rhea? How are you doing, Rhea? But I was just gonna say though, the Chargers got Jerry Tillery. You got guys like Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa. They got pieces, bro. And Jerry Tillery gets no love too. That's one thing that I don't like. I'm trying to think. Their secondary: Derwin James, Asante Samuel. Who else they got? Asante Samuel, J.C. Jackson, Chris Harris Jr.
They have a pretty solid secondary. If you line them up, they have a pretty solid.
Yeah. Who's their free safety? I don't know if they got one, to be honest. I'm trying to think. I know they got what's his face? Derwin James is very strong, but who's their free safety? Nick Adderley. Yeah, Adderley. He's good. Adderley. Yes, sir. Nobody talks about him. Yeah, Jerry Tillery's a dog, man. I like Jerry Tillery. Tillery can be so aggressive. Adderley, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
How about the 49ers defense healthy? Facts. That's a fact right there, bro.
Yep.
Their defense is freaking awesome.
Their defense is awesome, man. They lost a big piece to the of their defense too. I believe DJ Jones. They lost him to the Broncos. Yeah. DJ Jones was pretty good last year for the 49ers.
Hassan Ridgeway though from us.
You say what?
They got Hassan Ridgeway from us though.
Oh yeah. I like Hassan Ridgeway. But yeah, DJ Jones is gonna definitely help the Broncos defensive line out. So they did steal him for the They did steal him from the 49ers. Say what?
Yeah, I forgot he went to the Broncos, but I feel like Randy Gregory got a little overpaid, to be honest. Like I like Randy Gregory, but oh my god. Our defense is gold, but our offense needs to get going. Yeah, that comes down.
Definitely see that. We're gonna definitely see that with Trey Lance. With Trey Lance in the helm. I got a good feeling Kyle Shanahan gonna put some good stuff around Trey Lance, man. He's definitely gonna design that playbook with Trey Lance's skill set. He's definitely gonna use his skill set in that playbook. And Kyle Shanahan is probably one of the top coaches and coordinators to use a person's skill set to the best of their ability.
No, I disagree with this one right here, Nas. I think if you talking about this season, the best defensive line is either us or probably I'm trying to think of another really good defensive line. Us or probably I know the Steelers lost Stephon Tuitt. Trying to think. Underrated one, Indy. Don't sleep on Indianapolis, bro. Their D line is good.
Oh, I got an underrated defensive line as well. I got the Saints. Marcus Davenport and Cam Hayward. Yeah. Marcus Davenport had about 9 sacks, double-digit sacks last year. And Cameron Jordan as well. Yep. So I think that's an underrated defensive line as well.
And how could I forget? What is it called? I'm not saying Indy's defensive line is better than the Chargers, but I don't think you can say the Chargers have the best D line in the league. I can tell you we're better than them. I think we got a better D line than the Chargers. I think I'm a fan of the Giants D line, bro. I think you can argue them too for a top 10 defensive line. Leo, Aziz, now you got Kayvon, Dexter Lawrence. I like their D line, man. And even though I hate the Giants, this is a good question right here. Before I get to that, what did someone say in the chat? Washington D line. I forgot about them too. Yeah, and Washington D line is better than the Chargers too. On paper, D line Chargers, bro. You have they lost Linval Joseph. He's a free agent. Linval Joseph is a free agent. I thought he's a free agent. He's a free agent right now.
Yep.
Yeah, Washington D line and our D line is better though.
I like the Washington defensive line. I like their defensive line. If Chase Young can stay healthy, I like it.
Yeah, their defensive line is nasty. Montez Sweat, whoo, they got some dogs there, man.
Yep.
Oh, this is what I've been waiting for. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The NBA draft is Thursday, and there's a lot of like hype going into it, and I respect it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Before I do that though, before I ask you that question, what's good, Birdman? How you doing, bro? Yeah, don't be biased. You can't be biased about the D-line thing. But yeah, man. Who do you think will be the number one pick of the NBA draft?
Oh, so you can go two ways right here when you think of the Orlando Magic. Now, one, you can think about Jonathan Isaac never being on the court and never healthy. Another one, you can think about Mo Bamba is not resigning back. I don't think he's resigning back. He's definitely not resigning back with the Orlando Magic. So you're going to lose Mo Bamba. Jonathan Isaac cannot stay healthy at all to save his life. Wendell Carter Jr. got better, but he plays the 4 position. So you can go either way with Chet Holmgren or Jabari Smith. I think personally, Jabari Smith is the number 1 overall pick.
Yes,
Thursday night. Jonathan Isaac cannot stay healthy, and Jabari Smith is just that dude, man. It's just that dude. Jabari Smith is just that dude. I'm telling you, the dude can shoot, dribble. Sometimes he gets caught up in shooting a little bit too much. He can play good defense as well. He can switch on smaller guards. He's very good defensively, very long, and someone that wants the big shot, in big time situations. So I believe Jabari Smith will be the number 1 overall pick, but I'm not going to rule out the fact that they can take Chet Holmgren just because Mo Bamba is leaving them this year, and they will basically need a center on side of Wendell Carter Jr., who really actually plays the 4. But I'm going to go with Jabari Smith is the best player in this draft.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Auburn love, baby. Let's get it. Yes, sir, man. Auburn, let's get it. I'm happy, bro. It's been a minute since we had a number 1 draft pick. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, man, appreciate it. What's good, AK? How you doing, bro? Hopefully you got better, bro. Hopefully you got better from the COVID thing, man. Hopefully you got better though. But yeah, man, me personally, y'all should know I got Jabari Smith going 1. Everyone knows that. And this is my personal top 30 right here. I gotta show it to you guys. And I'm on the Fanspo thing. This is my list right here. Jabari Smith, I think, is gonna be the number 1 pick. And then Chet Holmgren is number 2. I think Paulo Banchero is gonna go to the Rockets. I feel like that's gonna be destined to happen. Shaden Sharp, I think he's gonna go to the Kings. Keegan Murray, I think he's gonna go to the Pistons. I think AJ Griffin's gonna go to the Pacers. Jaden Ivey's gonna slip to the Blazers. Johnny Davis, who has his own commercial, go to the Pelicans. Benedict Mathurin to the Spurs. The Spurs got a lot of picks, man. Dyson Daniels to Washington. Ty Washington to the Knicks. Jalen Duran to OKC. Tari Eason to Charlotte. Malachi Branham to Cavaliers, Mark Williams to the Hornets, and then I got Jeremy Sohan, one of my best players in the class, going to the Hawks. Ochai Agbaji to the Rockets. Jaden Hardy to the Bulls. Ousmane Dieng to the Timberwolves. EJ Little to the Spurs. Christian Koloko to the Nuggets. Marjon Beecham, who I really like. I think he's going to go to the Grizzlies. Blake Wesley to the Sixers. Walker Kessler to the Bucks. Ismail Kamagati to the Spurs. Nikola Jovic to the Mavericks. Kennedy Chandler to the Heat right there. They don't got really too much. I mean, they got a point guard need if they lose Lowry. But Warriors, Kendall Brown, Patrick Baldwin Jr. to the Grizzlies, and Wendell Moore Jr. to the Thunder. That's my list right there. You feel me? That's my my
Yep.
I got a couple really good players to the Rockets actually. I think I had Paulo and Ochai Agbaji to you guys.
Yep. I like that move, but I like that Ochai Baji. I definitely wouldn't mind. Give us a 3-and-D type player right there that can shoot and play some good defense. My original mock draft that I had, one of my favorite players in the draft. My favorite players in the draft, and people got to look out for this guy. And I think he will be an option for the Rockets because the Rockets did work him out as well. Tyree Eason is very good, man.
Yes.
The guy is a 37% three-point shooter. The guy is very good perimeter defense and on-ball defender. And he's a very good off-ball defender. Man can dribble, shoot. Tyree Eason can do it all, man. You watch him with LSU. The guy is a flat out stud, man. So Tyree Eason, I will be looking for him for number 17. But I think the Rockets they're gonna look for a more inside the paint center, pick and roll type of center in the draft. Depends on who's fall. But again, I'm gonna drop a bombshell. The Rockets with that 26th pick. I wouldn't be surprised if they take Walker Kessler with the 26th overall pick. I would not be surprised if that does happen, but I got a feeling we're not going to use all 3 picks. I think we're going to end up trading a pick, actually. I got a feeling. I think it's a chance we're going to use 17 and 3, definitely. But I wouldn't be so. If we do keep the 26th pick, like I say, Walker Kessler will be a very reliable option. But again, we're going to see what's going to happen at 17. Or they can probably package both of them. I've been hearing and try to move up to that top 10 range. But I doubt if anybody going to want to move all the way back and want to take those 26 and 17 overall pick and just move back and let the Rockets go up there and get a top 10 to the top 10 or top 13 to get who they want.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir, man. And AK asks, who you guys got to the Bulls? Any predictions? Yeah, I got you guys taking Jaden Hardy. He's a player from G League Ignite. This dude is a really good wing player. Dude is a really good shooter. He can score the ball, and he's a really good scorer. Scorer. He can shoot the ball really well with ease. Good shot. And he's a good playmaker, and he develops his shots to play make, and he has good ability to get to his spots and hit his shots with absolute ease. He's a very smooth player, man, and he's very efficient. Only thing you got to worry about him is probably his effort. That's it. But this dude is a dog, man. I'm telling you, man, you're gonna really like Jaden Hardy. And Marjon Beecham is another player everyone is sleeping on, bro. I'm telling you, dude, that dude is gonna be a stud. Jovic and Jokic, yes, sir. BPS, I saw this earlier, but do you think Kyrie can go to the Lakers? I hope, man. I hope, bro. Get Russell Westbrook off this damn team, bro. Yeah, my bad, Big Fridge. I ain't gonna lie, bro, but get Russell Westbrook off this team, bro. Like, that's what I need to happen, bro. If we could get Kyrie, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Eason, Mathurin, Daniels, Davis, Ty, Ivy. One of these men will be a Wizard guaranteed. Yeah, man. And it also comes with like trades and stuff like that. Yeah, bro. Uh, um, what's good, Queen Go Crazy? I forgot to shout you out in the chat. And then he says Wizards love Eason, but we already have too much forwards. Yeah, I think Eason is a dog, man. I'm a big fan of Eason. Like Tari Eason from LSU is an absolute dog. I have him going to the Hornets at pick 13. So yeah, man. The last question of the day before we head out is, who do you think the Rockets should take at pick 3, and who do you think the GM will take at pick 3?
Oh, okay. See, this is a little mind-boggling going in right here, but I did a video earlier on this. I'm going to go. The Rockets are going to take Pablo Banchero. But I really think the OKC Thunder will really consider taking him as well. I've been hearing a lot about that. I think, to be honest, I think it's kind of smoke screen. I've been hearing a lot of rumors that the Rockets are trying to really move up to really, get to number two, or if the Rockets get to the number one, they'll take Pablo Banchero with the number one pick overall. But if they get to number two, they're trying to trade up to get to number two so they can for sure end up getting their guy. But I think at the end of the day, I think the order is going to go what we all expected as number one Smith, Chet Holmgren 2, and Pablo number 3. I think, trading Christian Wood was the writing on the wall. Was basically telling you that that's who the Rockets are going to basically take. Also, KJ Martin came out and asked for a trade just because he don't know his role on the team. He don't. It's not enough minutes just to go around for these guys. You got Garuba that needs some minutes. You got Josh Christopher, who was really, really good for us last year as a rookie. You got him. He need a lot more minutes as well. But the writing was on the wall for Christian Wood the day that he got moved. Was telling you the Rockets are really going to pick, Pablo Banchero if he's there. And it came out yesterday. If Pablo Banchero is there, the Rockets are going to take him. That's already been known. He worked out with the Rockets the day that Christian Wood got traded. Actually, he was working out with the Rockets. And he had lunch with Raphael Stone as well. So I think the Rockets are going to pick Pablo Banchero with that number 3 overall pick.
I think you guys are going to take Paulo Banchero. Or Paulo Banchero too. You could say that, but Paulo Banchero, I think you're gonna take him, and you're gonna take Ochai Agbaji at picks 3 and 17. So
Yep.
yeah, man. Kyrie, AD, and LeBron is crazy. Yeah, man. Before we go, what do you got, or who do you guys think the Raptors get? Christian, well, I don't know, man. They're probably gonna get like honestly, they got Pascal, right? So they just need a small forward. I know they're probably gonna get rid of what's his name?
OG Anunoby came out and said he don't like his role on the team. OG Anunoby recently came out and said he don't like his role being on the team at this point. He don't like his role on the team. So that could give you some indication that he's saying he's basically wants to be moved around. He wants to be moved. Maybe if that the Raptors, will that be a gamble on Christian Braun right there at that small forward position, a guy that can shoot and play very good defense as well. So again, we'll see about that. But we all know that OG Anunoby just came out recently and said he's not happy. He's not happy with his role on his team.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. OG. And I've heard a lot of rumors about us getting OG. And I would love to have OG. He's a very good presence.
Yep.
And I don't know what we're gonna do with Malik Monk, to be honest. I think he might hit the free agency market. Free agency in a week, bro. And I'm down to go live with you on free agency, to be honest.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine with me. If I'm not really doing anything, or possibly the network may be going live, but I'll let you know ahead of time.
I'll definitely join that. But yeah, man. Hey, shout out, Coach Donte. Where can they find you, my guy, so we can end this stream, man? How you
Man,
doing?
man, y'all can find me everywhere, man. I'm all over the place. I'm really all over the place, man. If y'all ain't seen me already, but I say y'all can follow me on Twitter at Coach Donte 31. You know, my DM's always open. If anybody want to collab, just I'm one DM away. Instagram at Coach Donte 31 and YouTube Coach Donte as well. So man, and y'all can find me on the Spotlight Sports Network as well, and the East Coast Gridiron podcast as well. Y'all can find me in so many different ways, and sometimes I'll be with AK them every stream with the Hardcore Sports. You know, I'll be up there talking NFL talk and stuff with them. So y'all can just pretty much find me everywhere, you know. But I just want to thank Slay for having me in, man. Anytime, man. You need to hit me up for a good collab, man, or something. A round table, you can hit me up at.
Yes, sir, man. This is an amazing stream, man. Appreciate everyone that stopped by. I appreciate you for taking the time out your day, Donte. You know, you're one of my favorite content creators. Honest, real sports takes. You know, a lot of these fakers out here, like crazy sports takes, and they just want to say anything they can just to say it, man. Like, shoot, you got my guy Gang over here saying Jalen Hurts the best quarterback in the league. That's the type of stuff that I don't roll with. But yeah, man, this is one of the best content creators I know, like me personally, being honest. So there's his YouTube link. I put it in the description. So if you want to go subscribe to him, do that, please. If you want honest, true sports takes about his team and even your team, go subscribe to Coach Donte. And if you haven't already, go subscribe to me, man. We're on the road to 1.2K. So get me there, man. But yeah, man, I'm gonna end the stream right here. Y'all have a blessed and safe day. We are out. Peace, y'all.